Shin, Shian, Azadi, Shin, Shian, Azadi, Shin, Shian, Azadi.
Hello everyone, welcome to Topic of the Day. So in today's video, we shall be discussing about the anti-hijab protests in Iran. Now the major cause of Mahsa Amini's death, according to the protesters, is that she was beaten up after her arrest by the country's morality police for not wearing a hijab. Since her death, demonstrations were held across the country and the protests turned violent. A number of women took off their headscarves in response to the attack, and in fact, some Iranian women posted videos on social media of themselves cutting their hair in the protest. Let us know a bit about the morality police in Iran, 𝐷𝐸 So the Guidance Patrol, that is known as 𝐷𝐸 in Persian, is the main morality police in the law enforcement force of Iran. It enforces a dress code in the country that requires women to wear hijabs or headscarves in the public. The morality police also bans tight trousers, ripped jeans, brightly colored outfits, and clothes exposing knees. This dress code has been in place since the 1979 Islamic Revolution in the country. It also enforces Islamic codes of conduct in the public, such as preventing the mingling of unrelated men and women without a male guardian for the latter, and preventing other type of behaviors that are un-Islamic. Now let us know what is hijab. Hijab refers to head coverings worn by some Muslim women. While such head coverings can come in many forms, hijab often specifically refers to a cloth wrapped around the head and the neck, covering the hair but leaving the face visible. Now, the hijab is currently required by the law to be worn by the women in Iran and Afghanistan, and it is no longer required by the law in Saudi Arabia since 2018. Now, let us discuss on some of the different headgear worn by Muslim women. First of all, as you can see, we have burqa, which is a full veil traditionally worn by Pashtuns in Afghanistan. It covers the head and the body and has a grill which hides the eyes, and it is enforced by the Taliban. Second is the niqab, which is a veil that entirely covers a person, including the mouth and the nose, and it has a small opening for the eyes. Its use is widespread through the influence of Wahhabi Islam, especially in the urban environments. The third one, as you can see, is hijab. So basically, hijab is a headscarf and not a veil. It hides the hair, ears, and neck, and its use is widespread in the Muslim world. The fourth one is chadar, which is a traditional garment worn by women in Iran and Afghanistan. It's a full cloak that covers the body and the hair, and which is open at the front, but it is not obligatory in Islamic countries, unlike the veil. Now, in context of this issue, let us discuss about the Karnataka Hijab Controversy 2022 and the High Court verdict associated with that. So, in January 2022, a number of colleges in Karnataka stopped female students wearing hijab from entering the campus, following which the state government issued a circular banning religious clothes in educational institutions where uniforms are prescribed. On 15th March 2022, the Karnataka High Court upheld the hijab ban in educational institutions. The court argued that hijab is not an essential religious practice under Islam, and hence it is not protected by Article 25 of the Constitution, setting out the fundamental right to practice one's religion. Therefore, it rejected the plea that the ban violates rights guaranteed by the Constitution under Article 14, right to equality, Article 15, no discrimination over faith, Article 19, freedom of speech and expression, Article 21, protection of life and personal liberty, and Article 25, freedom of religion. In the current scenario, petitions have been filed in the Supreme Court challenging the High Court verdict. Now let us take up one practice question on this topic. Consider the following statements regarding hijab. First, the hijab is currently required by the law to be worn by women in Iran and Afghanistan. It is no longer required by law in Saudi Arabia since 2018. Second, in March 2022, the Karnataka High Court argued that hijab is not an essential religious practice under Islam, and hence it is not protected by the Article 25 of the Constitution. Now, which of the statements given above are correct? You can take a moment and write your answers in the comment section below. So, as we know, both of the statements are correct regarding hijab. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, that is both 1 and 2. And with this, we call it a wrap of today's edition of Topic of the Day. I hope you liked the video. For regular updates, you can also follow us on our social media handles. And also for in-depth analysis of all the topics, you can check out our website. You can check out the daily current affairs section on our website. And for more such videos, do stay tuned to the next IAS YouTube channel.